Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Luna. If you're new here, welcome. By clicking on this video, you have successfully helped me maintain and support my plant addiction. Hopefully, it's not your first video that you see of me, because that would be awkward, because this is going to be kind of a personal video for me. I thought I would make this video maybe later on YouTube because, well, if I haven't explained, I have a project. It's Sissix. It sounds a little bit like this. If you don't know me, check it out, please. Or you don't have to. It's okay. I am new to YouTube and I am kind of trying to see what my place is on YouTube. As I stated before, it's something that I wanted to do for a long time and I thought, why not do it? However, I was thinking I was going to do this video maybe later on in my YouTube career, if you will, or YouTube journey, because it's very personal for me. It feels a little too self-invasive, if that makes sense. Maybe a little exploitative. That maybe not. That's the wrong word. But I am someone who is very closed up, very private, if you will. Let's start from the beginning. Sissix is my project that I started in 2018 with Josh Clark. Amazing musician, amazing producer, amazing partner in the time that he was my partner, amazing friend overall. He was one of my biggest friends in the whole world. And for those of you who have known Sissix for a long time, you might know that he passed away in 2022. The reason why I've decided to make this video now is because I'm still getting this question and I'm still getting asked. It's okay to be curious. It just has been kind of a weird thing for me because I am a private person, but here I am putting it on the internet because, to be honest with you, I don't want to be asked anymore. Hey guys, Editing Luna here. I just wanted to point out that I was saying a lot like stop asking me, but I feel like this mostly applies to interviewers and just, magazine people and just mostly like publishing things. Not you guys. You could do no wrong ever. Also, I think it's kind of cool to talk about him, he was a great person and a lot of people still remember him with love. So maybe getting too personal is a little cringy right now because I'm so new to YouTube, but I thought if I were to grow my channel, acquire new followers through my YouTube channel, I'd rather this be for the few that know me from my project, from my music project, than tell more people about this that might not even have any idea that anything happened. Another reason why I decided to talk about this now is because a new Harry Styles interview emerged yesterday. Or was it today? I don't know. He talks about his grief. If you don't know Harry Styles, he was part of One Direction. I'm a big fan now of his new music. I'll say I was never a One Direction fan. I am a little too old for that. I'm a millennial. I'm like a Backstreet Boys and NSYNC girl forever, although
Justin Timberlake.
Anyway, he talked about his grief about Liam, who was part of his One Direction band, and his passing. The way that he described it was so relatable to me, described his grief, that I thought I would play it for you guys and kind of base off my answer from that, because I think a lot of people were expecting me to be more vocal about Josh's death. I felt like I was. Even cried on a video, which feels almost performative, but I didn't mean it that way. Like if you've been through grief, you know what I mean. It's very hard. It's like a roller coaster. But let's watch the video.
When you said that, I thought of some, and not just Liam, but people who struggle to get out of extraordinary situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really like, you know, I mean, full transparency, it's like something that I, even the idea of talking about it, feel like I struggle with that a little bit even. I think there was a period when he passed away where I really struggled with kind of like acknowledging how strange it is to have people kind of like own part of your grief in a way.
So I paused it there for a second because this is not a reaction video to his interview at all. That feels incredibly disrespectful. But I want to also acknowledge that I relate to what he said. I try to grieve as privately as possible, but then, and by the way, I'm not comparing myself to him at all. Like, he's incredibly, incredibly famous. I cannot imagine what he felt, but in a much, much, much smaller, almost microscopic way, I feel like I could relate to him. When Josh passed away, Sissix had just parted ways. We were romantically involved for a few years when Sissix started. Things did not work out. If you've ever had a partner or a family member or a friend that has struggled with addiction, I think you could understand why things didn't work out. If the person doesn't want to change, you can't really do anything about it, and then it becomes your life. And that is something that I felt very guilty about after. When he passed away, I felt very guilty about it. I think the only reason why I'm touching upon this is because I want other people that have gone through something similar to know that they're not alone. Sadly, the drug epidemic in this country is awful, and it has touched so many lives. It's very, very sad. But in general, I can relate to him feeling like maybe there was like something that he owed to the public, you know. In my case, most people were very understanding. I am very lucky to be part of a scene that was very understanding, non intrusive. A lot of people were very supportive on the internet. But you know, us as human beings, we tend to just sometimes pay attention to the negative things, especially when there's guilt involved. His death was so sudden that part of me thought it was my fault because I thought I had given up on him. I thought I could have done more. It was strange to have people that I didn't know on the internet tell me that it was my fault. There were some people that stopped talking to me, people that I thought were, to be fair, friends, in the scene. I don't know what would make someone think that now that I'm on the other side, because you can't really control what people do. You can't really control how they feel. Sometimes you have to choose yourself to survive life. So I wasn't only grieving, I felt guilt. And that is probably the worst combination of emotions that I've ever felt in my life. And like I said, a lot of people were very graceful, and I'm very, very grateful for it. But there were a lot that made me feel awful about it. It took me years to be able to talk about it without crying. Even now, it's hard not to cry about it. And it's not because I feel guilt anymore or the typical sense of grief. It's because I miss my friend. Even though we had parted ways on Sissix, I could still call him or send him a song that I was working on. And back then, he felt like a cheerleader. He was really funny, too. He was so funny, and he was full of life. And I was 100% convinced that one day he was gonna dance on my grave. That's how full of life he was. And he was 10 years older than I, and I thought there's no way I'm gonna outlive him. So it's hard to still um, come to terms that he's gone in that sense.
I have such strong feelings around my friend passing away. And then suddenly being, like aware of there's maybe like a desire from other people of you to convey that in some way, or it means you're not feeling what you're feeling or something. And like it's so difficult to lose a friend. It's difficult to lose any friend, but it's so difficult to lose a friend who is like so like you in so many ways. It's like I saw someone with like the kindest heart who just wanted to be great. It was a really important moment for me in terms of taking a look at my life and being able to say to myself, like, okay, like, what do I want to do with my life? Like, how do I want to live my life? And I think the greatest way you can honor your friends who pass away is by living your life to the fullest. Mm-hmm.
I would say I agree that Josh wanted to be great, but he was already great. Not only as a person that you know, he touched so many lives and he had so many friends. I wouldn't have thought of starting when we met. He had taken a break. Um, and then I told him that I was kind of interested in making music, and we got a little trigger pad thing, and he told me he saw a lot of potential in me, so he wanted to teach me what he knew. And thanks to him, I probably skipped years of trying to figure things out. And I'm lucky to have had him in my life. I feel like I still have him in my life through my memories and through my music. I still send him messages to his Instagram when a new song comes out and I think he would like it, or when I make music, or when I have something to tell him. When there are things in my life going on, I still send him messages. I am happy to say that I am happy. I have a great life, a great peaceful life, with my cats and my husband and my plants. And I do want to also give a shout out to my husband, who I wouldn't have been able to survive this without. I kind of want to end this with the note of he made me laugh a lot and he taught me a lot about life. And I don't think we should be sad about it. I think we should be happy that he was even a part of the world. He was a very special person, and please stop asking me. If you're still here, thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of my day and my life through the screen. Thank you for listening to my music. I promise next week it's not going to be this sad or this cringy or this personal. I thought maybe this would help anyone who's going through grief or anyone who feels like they could relate, just like I related to Harry Styles' video. And I thought, why not share my thoughts? A lot of people still talk to me about Josh, so um, I thought I would say a few things. And, you know, he lives in our hearts and in the music. Like I have it tattooed somewhere here. Artists don't die because we live through our art. I'll see you next week with some lighthearted content, more useless content. Bye!